Hi there. Have you ever wanted to understand music beyond just listening? We are beginning an online lesson, and these lessons are designed to take you from a complete novice into somebody who would have confidence in music. Confidence in playing certain instrument and confidence in expressing yourself through music. Now, we'll break down the fundamental elements of music, basically rhythm, harmony, melody, and other dynamics. And we want to do it with a lot of fun, while making music theory understandable to all of you. Now, sometimes you may say you do not have any prior experience. No problem. That's why we are here to teach you step-by-step approach to ensure that you build a sound and solid foundation in reading music. So you eventually learn how to recognize notes, you learn how to understand how music works, and all of all of this at your own pace. Now, I want to assure you that music is a language, and once you learn to speak it, the possibilities are rather very endless. I'm inviting you to this journey, and I want you to take it with me. So let's see and get to it. There are no procrastinations. There are just episodes where we're going to unravel the beauty of music. See you when we get there. Hello, everyone. This is Father Emmanuel Abur-Ngogyo of the Catholic Diocese of Boko, and I welcome you to Music Lesson 101. I made a promise to a lot of my friends and colleagues who said they really want to learn how to play some musical instrument or learn certain basic skills or certain basic fundamentals of music. Now, that is a very, very bold step to take. A lot of people just simply feel that it is not something to indulge in at this particular time, especially as they age on in life. Now, the purpose for these music lessons is absolutely not to in any way want you to become a musician or an artist or go out there and fly your wings and do certain stuff. The purpose is for you to realize the rich depth of music, something that will collaborate your life, especially as you go on in life, life experiences and the things that you associate with. So, music profiles a very beautiful platform for leisure, for emotional stability, and for so many other things that I may not say at the moment. So, allow me to be your host so that I can take you through the basic. Perhaps you may learn a thing or two. All right. So today it's just normal general introduction, and we are going to sample so many other aspects as time goes. But in the interim, let us discuss what do you think music is? Be described or define music as sound that is pleasing to the ear. Now, I wouldn't want to bore you with all of those various definitions, but I am telling you at this point in time, I'm thinking that whatever definition anybody gives about music somehow fits in somewhere because it could be psychological, it could be a social perspective, it could be an economic angle, whichever angle that you think. So do not think there are stereotypes. There are areas to which we can actually look at the standard or the basics or the fundamentals and they will suit. So please, I want to take you through a leisure appreciation of what you and I might refer to as music. Okay, you can see on your screen some keyboard of a sort, and you can see that this keyboard has got some sound Okay. Yes, I noticed that there's some sound coming in there. All right. Yeah. See somebody playing with both hands and making all manner of sounds. And then you also wonder on the keyboard, there are certain kinds of symbols and writings that are quite queer. They are not very perceptible ordinarily. They are not like the alphabets that you know. Uh, Without much ado, I want to take you through certain basics. The first is that music operates upon certain letters of the alphabet. Let's just take it that way. Music, as we know it from a Western perspective, operates on certain letters of the alphabet. That's A. Okay. Letters B. Letters C. Letters D. Letters E. Letters F. Letters G. So you see the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eventually you'd see how those letters have been ascribed certain sound. And this sound is being heard on the instrument of play at the moment called the keyboard or the piano, or whatever you want to call it, synthesizer, or whatever it is you want to call it. Okay. Now, so play these letters and get to hear the sound. And you also notice that this sound is quite universal. So let us approach A, for instance. You are looking at a sea of black and white keys. Where the heck do you think A should be? All right. I'll give you a hint. This is the note called A. If this is A, you look at the pattern on the keyboard and you see A comes in between 3 black notes, and the third white note is an A. Okay? First and foremost, it means that at every instance where you see 3 black notes, there's a pattern of 3 black notes and 2 white without a black, and then 2 black, 2 white without a black, and 3 blacks again. And that is how the pattern goes. That is how all of the keyboards are structured. So we have an A. It means therefore that if I look around, I can find a neighboring A. 3 black notes from there, and there's another A. But this time around, this A sounds a little bit higher than the other. I could go further and look at 3 black notes and then the last white again. You see, it's A. So A, A. Still the same thing. Okay? Then, all you need to do is to figure out the rest. Since you have gotten A here, it means that the next white note should ordinarily be B. And then the next will be C. And then D. And then the next E. The next F. G. Don't make the mistake to call the next one H, because you are going back to what? A. The difference is that this is 1 octave higher than the first one. Okay? By the sound you can hear them. Okay? And then the other one. Okay. So that is how it goes 1 octave higher than the other. And you can notice that there are certain lines and spaces up your screen. And each time I plot a note on the keyboard, one note is highlighted on the line and spaces. In this case, there is, okay, there is a round note that is being sounded on the line of spaces. In this case, there's a space. The first space down there tells us that it is A on a lower range. Now let's take the right together. If we call this A, B, you see we're just ascending gradually. C and D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. It goes on and on and on like that. Okay? So, this is one way of getting to know the relatedness of the keys and the writing indications here. So, by the way, whereas this is the keyboard, the note upon which you can read and understand what you're playing on the keyboard, the language, is called the staff. So you can see here the drawing of 5 lines and 4 spaces up, 5 lines and 4 spaces down. The first one is a treble clef, and then the second one is the bass clef. I'll explain that in our subsequent lessons. But for now, I think it's a good start. So we could go back again and refresh our memories on what we started. First and foremost, I tell you that there are basically 7 alphabets that are very, very important in music. And these 7 alphabets are written A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. In all of our playing, whether we go behind or we go forward, it will be A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Sometimes you find that it is not really up to B, it is A, but not up to B. Then we will call it A sharp. That means the A has been sharpened. Or sometimes it is B, but it's not, it's going down to A, but it has not arrived A yet. It could mean that B is flattened. So midway between A and B is a sharp or a flat. And that is where most people refer to the black notes. You know, they refer to the black notes and they call it a sharp. Now you see, and that sign that just came out there is a sharp. And that sharp is found on a black note, a C sharp. This is C. This is C sharp. I have gone to B, you know. And then I've gone to a flat. So that is the sign of a flat. And this is a sign of a sharp. We will get to know why they are being called sharps and flats. But naturally they are called accidentals. Okay? So eventually we'll get to learn all that. So I see you again. When I see you, thank you seriously for paying attention and listening to us. See you in our next class. Thank you very much.